Yo, what is up, my lean, mean, green fiends? We got a little bit of a ritual event, deck list, and gameplay today. I'll keep this pretty brief. As you could tell, I am an absolute bastard, and you know, just sadistic bastard. You guys could see here. I don't have a single ritual card in my deck when I'm playing the ritual festival, and I went about 22 and 8. Um, for proof, we could also, refer back over here to my match history, just put it on a fucking clinic, even against people with masters, right? So ignore the people with platinum. We pretend those still didn't happen. But yeah, so keep this brief. It's a pretty interesting yet standard Rika list without the Sun Avalon cards besides the one Loci. I decided to still have two unexpected die and one loci. Yeah, I'm not linking into anything. Literally, this extra deck is only here for our one of Prosby, right? That's it. Don't think much more beyond this. And technically, we could do link plays with Cross Sheep just to get a plant engrave, for multiple reasons, but specifically, Therion Lily Borea. So that's the interesting thing about this. I still managed to keep the Therion line in here because it's really important to know which cards lock you, which Rika cards lock you into special summoning plants and which don't. So Mudan does not. And I run 3 and 3 Rika Concon because that's essentially the name of the game. 3 Cactus Bouncer, 3 Rika Mudan, 3 Rika Concon because it's Concon control with Cactus Bouncer. Like I said, I'm a sadistic bastard. So, as well as I run a lot of level 4s in addition to the Cactus Bouncer because I have a one of like the Trap Tantalizing Tune. So this is a trap trick draw card. So you could discard a level 4 insect or plant or normal trap, which we still have 4 of those. So there's like a lot of targets actually to draw off of this. I thought it was actually pretty cool in playtesting. I don't know if you would want the UR to run more. I just happened to pull it a long time ago. So I don't think you need to craft it. It's not super necessary. Don't freak out if you don't have this UR, guys. And if you feel like you also are on a budget and you don't want to use the theory online, you could take that out too. However, in an event where Barone is banned, a level 3500, or excuse me, 3500 attack monster who is an Omni Negate is pretty fucking powerful. Because essentially the combo goes like this. If you don't have Lily Berea in your hand, you can use Brick of Glamour, because again, this is something that does not lock you into special summoning plants like Princess, like Petal, like Snowdrop, right? These are the ones that lock into plants. Same thing with activating Concon's affected set, one of these guys. So keep that in mind. If you hard draw a Brick of Glamour, you can just use Glamour to tribute a plant monster you have on the field. So preferably, I mean, it could be anything. It could literally be any of these guys. You could normal summon them, or you could special summon off of an unexpected die for the Sunseed, or 1 for one of these guys. And you bring out Borea and Snowdrop, and you don't even need Snowdrop's ability. She's just an 8 to search out Borea. You use Borea. Borea gets you the field. Here's the field. The field gets you the king, right? You bring out the king, attach them, and boom, you got your Omnigate, and then you could go into your plant locking abilities like the field, like princess, right? A free princess is always good. You could even just do special summon princess, normal Cactus Bouncer, and that will make a lot of people really fucking mad. Even though it's 0/0. But there's other things that you could do, like tributing over Rika or searching it, right? Like if you have something where you're able to tribute with Rick of Glamour, then you could grab a Cactus Bouncer and Rick of Fairy. And if you tribute one of your own guys, right, one of your own plants, then you get a free special summon off of this, which is 1800 defense, and then you get the normal summon still with Cactus Bouncer. So that's pretty much what the deck is in a nutshell, and a bunch of just one-ofs. I mean, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Again, don't worry about the extra deck, guys. I never really was able to synchro anything into the Herald of Arclight, and there's just some cool cross-shape things that you could do to get the Lily Berea into the grave to bring out the king. That's it. So, without further ado, let's go on to our replays. All right, guys, right off the rip, our opponent, I think, made us go first, right? So that should ring a little bit of alarm bells. Okay, this is probably some Mikanko, which, if you weren't sick of it in regular ladder, here it comes in the fucking event. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Here's the Mikanko event. At least they put Arabesque to one, but still, I don't know. I would have really have not wanted to see any Mikanko in an event. So I decided, you know, Rika Concon control with Rika's sheet pass. It's pretty solid, pretty solid. Except this isn't Mikanko. We could fast forward this up a little bit. It's actually Libromancer. So this was a little spicy, a little bit interesting. Didn't make me immediately regret my life decisions. And I'm glad last turn. I'm really happy to have Rika Petal in the grave. Just even tributing is like the perfect tribute. You get the perfect follow-up for next turn, which you don't get a lot in ranked. So here, I decided to tribute over this guy because it's got a lot of effects. I didn't feel like reading everything, but I figured they might still want a ritual, so I'll take the other guy. That's what I figured. I want the other guy in the grave, and I want to take the other dude, which ends their turn right out. Brings out the Petal that we were just discussing. And here, this is when I was testing around what Nature Rose with, which you guys could do this instead of the Cactus Bouncer if you want. I'm just an extra bastard, so I'm still searching out Cactus Bouncer here. I probably should have grabbed a, what do you call it, Princess, because then I would have had a negate online. But yeah, this essentially allows my opponent to only activate a spell trap once per turn. But don't worry, guys. I get it coming. We'll see what they had face down. They fucking forbidden droplet, negate this. So now they're able to play like there's no floodgate, right? And then we could fast forward a little bit and see how they are able to climb out of this and essentially clear my board. You know, all my guys are pretty weak. Mudon's in attack. They pop my Concon. They banish my Petal. I'm mauling, right? They pretty much wiped my entire board besides Primula here. I'm like, ugh. Looking a little rough out here for a G. Oh, man. I get a second Cactus Bouncer. It's not bad. But here, I tribute Primula for a Princess, so I can have a negate out. And another Primula. Here is where I made the decision. I don't special. I could have special summoned it. I toggled no, because I just want to hit him with the Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm might have been better for the attack, but I figured just hit the back row, you know, instead of the monsters. I'm not super worried since I'm just going to be tributing over this gentleman over here with Snowdrop in hand. So I'm able to bring out Primula anyway with Snowdrop, normal summon Cactus Bouncer. We kind of know where this goes from here, right? I also have the Princess in my hand in case they want to do a monster effect, and I'm able to just, you know, tribute negate. I could tribute one of their guys to negate this in addition to one of my own. So, yeah, we kind of know where this goes. And Cactus Bouncer to close. Okay, guys. All right. On to game 2. Don't get bored, okay? Don't get bored with all this Cactus Bouncer mayhem. All right, guys. So we're up against Drytron. A lot of this in the event. And keep in mind, there's a lot of things in here that weren't in the deck list because I was just testing things out. But here's Trap Tantalizing Tune. Get rid of an extra Cactus Bouncer I don't need. Draw 2 into my triple tax, which is pretty nice. And tribute over their guy. And that's it. And I wasn't even plant locked still. So I could have theoretically gone to a Therion line if I found my way there. I probably could have triple tacked into something else. Anyway, that was it. These are going to be pretty quick when they surrender, guys. All right. So GG. No. I think I made my opponent go first, and they immediately pass back. So again, this could be Mikanko. Here I open the field, which is cool. So I go into my Concon, Princess, Glamour. Again, I'm plant locked because I figured I'm not going to be able to get the Therion with this line. I think there probably was a way. I'm able to obviously get Borea out, but I figured, Cactus Bouncer, Borea control, right, with Concon. It's not going to be too bad, right? I don't have the Princess in my hand, so I don't have that negate there. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, it is Mikanko, and Pankratops. I didn't even think about putting Pankratops in. That's actually pretty based. Here they hit me for 48, and they beat over this guy, which I thought was a mistake, instead of getting rid of the Cactus Bouncer. But I can't Rika Princess until I get my own Rika monster on the field. That's okay. They activated my thrust. I'm able to thrust that shit out, get rid of that back row, and guess what? Theory online, in which they'll instantly pop my Concon, which would have been a good play because, you know, they thought, oh, Therion could just negate that, right? So they have enough game knowledge to do that. But they're going to be really, really upset in a second when they see that I hard drew 2 Concons. And now I'm able to go into my Rika stuff, Glamour, tribute the mirror. Yeah, I don't think it really mattered, right? Because I was just going to destroy one or the other. It didn't really matter which one I tributed for, since I have a Cactus Bouncer. Pass on. Didn't want to destroy my own, since I'll get it back in the end phase. And I have double Cactus Bouncer and Therion King. Yep, that's what I thought. And, you know, here I fuck around with my opponent a little bit. I grab another Glamour because, you know, I want the third Cactus Bouncer. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want the two, right? I'm going out. I'm making my opponent go out in style. I'm putting them on their fucking shield. Oh, my goodness. This is like the desert in Pokemon Emerald, man, with all these fucking cactus. Cacnea. Okay. GG, no. I think I forgot to say on the last one. GG, no. I'm against Nouvelles, and I thought my game was hacked because I couldn't imperm this whole time, but this guy was on my field. I was like, oh, okay. So here I write Geki. They have an Omni Negate. I probably should have maybe Nature Rose Whip first to normal summon it, and then done the right Geki, because it would have forced a lot of things out. They still forced their back row, and then they opt to still tribute my Rose Whip, which is fine. I pretty much got everything that I wanted out of my opponent's back row, and I could still play. I have a triple tactics for the 1-for-1, 1-for-1, pitch that guy. I gain my life points. Here, I shut down my Therion King line because I have to go into Petal and use Search Out Mudon. So now I'm, you know, plant locked, which is fine. Oh, by the way, even if you can't special summon plants, you could theoretically normal summon Therion if you do get enough plants on the board. But I already normal this turn, so that wasn't going to happen. So I'm able to tribute one of their guys for the old Cactus Bouncer Princess line. I probably should have done... I forgot that I normaled, I think. That's why I did that. I should have grabbed Primula, have a free special summon Body, and Princess. Here, I'm going to opt to negate this effect here and target this guy. Since I don't have anything to attack, I don't have to worry about them tributing anything. They still are able to ritual with the tokens, but here, I, you know, tribute negate. Rika Princess is a fucking card, okay? Very, very powerful card. So it forces my opponent to go straight into Diamondo gameplay, so they shuffle in my Concon. But still not too bad of a position that we're in, because I still have Petal. So I'll essentially be able to get another Mudan. I still have Small World too. Here they bring back another Ritual. Shuffle some. There's no point in them shuffling that guy. I wasn't going to do anything with that. Anyway, Rika Fairy into Concon, into Concon. Then we get out Glamour into tribute their guy, into what do you call this? Snowdrop. So yeah, they figured the OTK was coming. At the end of the OTK, I still could have normal the Therion King Regulus over there too. So, all right, on to the next. All right, so my opponent made me go first. So again, I'm thinking Mikanko bullshit. A lot of that in this event, guys. A lot of that. So my default is just Concon control. There wasn't a way I was going to get the Therion stuff out. Since I know I needed to search out the Glamour with the field spell. So I was going to be plant locked. And here I experiment a little bit with my my lines here. I get rid of a Primula just to see what I could grab. And get rid of the Ash. I took Small World out. It's probably better in actual ranked. But and eventually, again, I took Rose Whip out because, yes, you could special summon it, but it's just really contingent. I just felt that Cactus Bouncer was just better, especially since I have a lot of, you know, level 4s. But yeah, here is where my opponent made the complete fucking oopsie to bring out the Mudon and let me negate and tribute their guy. So that's what you saw there. I was laughing so hard when my opponent revived a fucking Rika card for me to put my Mudon or my Princess online. So now my opponent's going to get mega punished. Not only am I going to get the Rose Whip out, I'm going to get the Bouncer. So this is one instance why, like, oh yeah, you could make a justification for, you know, Rose Whip and Bouncer if you feel like you are able to special summon enough stuff out or probably had run more snowdrops to get the Rose Whip out. But yeah, my opponent, it cannot special summon, and they could only activate 1 spell trap card per turn. So that should be one. I don't think the graveyard effect of stuff counts. I think it just on the field. Anyway, I mean, like, it's all ogre, right? We're going to get the next Cactus Bouncer out after they search that, add that to their hand, and then I baptize them in plant, in their own blood. I baptize them in their own blood with our plants here, so. Sorry, I just had a stroke that went plant. All right, so on to the next. All right, guys, you know what this is. Fucking Herald of Perfection. So I want to immediately get out one of the guys. They have Natasha, and they have, what do you call it? 10-10, Ben 10, whatever it's called. Fucking Ben 10 alien dude. So here I'm going to 1-for-1 pitch the thing. They have an Ash, of course. Luckily, I do have a cross-out designator, so I chain that. I know they still have one more fairy at least, so it's just a matter of what's going to happen after this chain resolves. So let's fast forward through this real quick. And here I saw that they didn't have any interaction, so I just normal my bouncer, attacked over that guy. I'm like, well, I could tribute over my bouncer, get the mood on. No response? Oh, buddy. Con control, let's go, get glamour. Oh, do you have a monster in your field for me to tribute? Thank you. Thank you, green Lair of Darkness. Plant Lair of Darkness. So I'm able to add the princess, and it would have been over next turn. They would have activated a monster effect. I would have been able to tribute one of theirs. Yeah, it's all ogre. It's all ogre, guys. Okay. All right, let's run the next one. I know it might seem hypocritical, right, that I'm a Rika player and I'm complaining about Herald, but I don't give a fuck, dude. If you run Herald, I hated that shit on the the start of fucking Master Duel. I thought it was very Delta Omega male move. I still think it is. And if you run Rika, you're fucking Chad, and you always will be. Anyway, eat this Nibiru after your next summon, buddy. And they notice my toggle. They do notice my toggle. So I think they made a really, really smart move here. They go straight into Dynamondo. I do this because they bait into the battle phase, but they're still able to ritual summon one more guy, which will be the Fire Burst. And they have a dude engraved to do their effects where they bounce this guy in hand to negate something. So here I opt to get that out right away. Yeah, with the trap card. So they're able to bounce a Libromancer to negate it, I believe. And then bring back a card from the grave. So they negate my Harpies, which is like fine. Like you guys see my hand. Like I literally have all these other plays I could do with Rika Con. I'm still able to tribute over their guy. And then I was going to just start, bring out the big guns here. Unfortunately, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can theoretically theory online stuff, but I can't here because they would, yeah. This plant locks you when you search out that glamour. So I figured, Cactus Bouncer control. We can speed it up now. I think you guys get the gist of what's going to happen to my opponent. If they don't have a negate, it's over. They search something, and it's over. It's just that easy, guys. It's just that easy. Just be the better player with Nibiru and Cactus Bouncer, all right? All right, so I made my opponent go first. We know that they're playing Mikanko because of Hidden Armory. Here I'm going to Prospeed. Doesn't matter because I know I'm not going to OTK anyway, right? So here I thought Unexpected Die was the right move. So I could special summon, assuming they don't have an Ash, my Loci. And I'm going to Glamour that. Just so I have a tribute so I could bring out something. Here, I also could have done a Theory Online there, since I wasn't plant locked. I totally could have just done the Theory Online. But I figured this might be more effective with the Cactus Bouncer. And we'll see, right? Well, we'll see what my opponent's able to do. If they're not able to negate me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's right. Your boy's getting in. Your boy's getting in. Oh no. Oh no. Cactus Bouncer, Primula, Control. Oh boy. And I couldn't summon the Mudan, right? Because I can't special summon. I'm also locked with this Cactus Bouncer, so there is some level of like bounce to this. Cactus Bouncer is still a floodgate, but it still requires other plant monsters on the field, so I don't think it's as bad as like a skill drain or like a Packy Dino, whatever the fuck you call it. But yeah, I'm just gonna my plan is to just keep Cactus bouncing every turn, pass it back to them. And I was off by 100. That means I think if I would have swung in with Primula right away at the beginning, that would have been an extra 400 damage. That just would have been game right there. But, I mean, they pass it back to me. It did not matter. Also, you can see why I took out Change of Heart. It, like, never came into play. Not super necessary because you want to be tributing plant monsters, so it's better off tributing them when they count as plants through the field spell while they're on your opponent's field instead of just taking them. That cost me a lot of games, so. This one's a funny one. Right off the gate, we're going to imperm once. I had the extra imperm in case they kept going, but that was enough to stop Rescue Ace. This is like the second game I think I had against Rescue Ace. Not even in the event, but ever. But I figured, hey, I'm just going to hit him with another imperm because I don't want him activating his effect when I'm starting to activate my monster effects on the field, like right here at Mudan. So I'm like, well, yeah, why don't I just con control? Search out Ricochet, Cactus Bouncer. Oh, they got me with this one. Okay, I see you. You could special summon. All right, but let's see what you got, man. I got a Princess and a Ricochet. Yes. Here's where I Princess tribute that guy, and then I'm going to Ricochet on this guy before he could activate another effect instead of taking it. So there you go. Con control, man. Bring out the other glamour because I don't want them to know I have one in hand. And tribute their guy. Bring out a princess. Bring out the second bouncer. Let's go. F's in the chat for Cactus Bouncer. Okay, guys? I need you guys to spam the chat. And leave a like, for this video. Comment, subscribe. You guys probably don't like it as much as Lair of Darkness. But it's the same thing as you can see there. I'm just tributing all their guys for cost, man. Tributing all their guys for cost. This is the... arguably better version of Lair of Darkness. That's why I opted to play this in the event. I thought it was really funny because Lair of Darkness itself was banned, which doesn't make sense because this is literally better than Lair of Darkness. I have no idea why. It is what it is. Rika Princess tribute their last guy. And I know that they're bluffing with those set cards because they would have done something a long time ago. So, Cactus Bouncer, let's get the fuck out of here. Also, like, a lot of these guys were master level, so I'm just, like, shit pooping all over master level players. So I do not feel bad, motherfuckers. So this next one's a funny one against Yosenju. This will be our second to last one. Just Harpies. Cool, they have Floodgate. Alright, so we're both playing some pretty outside-the-box things. I know my opponent was not expecting to see this shit here. Also, I totally could have gone to Ethereum Online there that I could see now. Because eventually I know I am going to Libromancer anyway. But it is what it is, right? I'm against Yosenju. I'm like, I don't think this is going to matter too much, right? Like, I got Ricochet, Con whenever they bring these guys out. Oh, never mind. Okay. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. So I have no idea what these guys do. They just flood the board, bounce something to my hand. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really care too much about that, to be honest. As long as I live, which I do, because it's Yosenju. They're not going to OTK me. Bring out Sheet. Excuse me, I hit the mic there. Bring out Sheet there. They're all going to bounce these guys back to hand. I'm like, okay. Now, the Nibiru isn't going to be able to do much, right? But I can bring out Libromancer since I have a plant engrave. They instantly flip these face down, in which I tribute summon for Nibiru. Yeah, I figured this is the actual play. I literally need Borea engrave to bring out my King Regulus. Because I saw that they searched the Yosenju that special summons itself to prevent them from being killed. Right here. So I'm like, okay, well, I have to use my Omni-Negate. Negate that. And I had to read it again after I did it. I was like, wait, is it not once per turn? No, it's once per turn. I was like, GG, scrub. 3K. King closing it out, man. All right, on to our next one, the final one. So this is another fun one. I think my opponent makes me go first in this one, if I remember correctly, which is fine. I have a very good going first hand, since I'm able to bring out Princess and Primula. I don't think I'm plant locked, so I am able to go into my Theron King line. I figured, like I said before, Omni-Negate's an Omni-Negate. It's pretty good. Oh, wait, no, I made the mistake here. I totally could have gone to a line there because I could have linked those two off for Cross Sheep and then brought out King Regulus. I was like, ooh, well, Let me tribute my own. This looks confusing, but, you know, I don't want them. You guys saw the other games. I don't want them hitting me for 24-24, but here comes the Gamma. Oh, my goodness. Jump scare. Holy shit. I was like, oh, man. Okay, we got a game on our hands here. So that's why I put the fast forward on. We could kind of figure what they're doing here. Link into Cross Sheep. They want a ritual summon so they could draw 2, discard 2. Like a half of a Saryuja effect, damn near. They're still able to get this out, so their Mikanko could attack twice, give magic power to this dude. Here, I tribute over the Mikanko because I don't want to deal with that bullshit. I just take the Cross Sheep. Doesn't really matter. I just figured, you know, I don't want the Mikanko up on my turn to keep reviving equipped spells from the grave. But because I have Berea there, I have King Regulus online, and now I could bring out Glamour, steal this guy. Here's where I make the mistake. I should have just Glamour tributed their Cross Sheep because I probably would have just had game. Like that. Here I'm like, what, 400 off? Yeah, 400 off. Whatever. I tribute over these 2 because I didn't normal summon this turn. I probably should have also just gone to Cactus Bouncer. But that's the plot twist. They fucking hit me with Lava Golem. I'm like, oh my god, I should have Cactus Bouncered. But, and I drew into Nibiru. I was like, of course, this is not the time, Nibiru. But it didn't matter. It didn't have nothing. So what a better way to end the event than hitting a Mikanko player right in the nets, right in the gonads with their own Lava Golem. So, thank you guys so much. You guys might not like this one compared to actual Lair of Darkness shit, but you know what? Look at this, 22 and 8. Like, comment, subscribe, and trust me guys, the next video is going to be a Lair of Darkness one, so I got you. Stay fiending, motherfuckers.